So the most common thing that we have heard all year, and actually for a little longer, is that buyers are waiting for rates to come down.
Yeah.
But what is this really costing them or saving them by waiting?
Yeah, we're going to go over some numbers here, but everyone's waiting for those rates to drop, and there's actually a significant cost to actually waiting. We're going to go over those numbers right now.
So here's an average home in Chandler, Arizona. At our median price point is about $600,000. So if you were buying a $600,000 home here at today's interest rates, which are about 6.75%, your monthly payment would be $39.80, almost $4,000 a month, which is high. We get that.
Yeah, I mean, we get it. We understand that that's not a insignificant number. But if you're waiting for rates to go down, let's see, if you were to now buy that same house for $600,000 at 6.25%, so it's gone down a half a point. What are you actually saving in payments? Your payment drops to $38.03, and that's only a difference of $177.
Right. So now let's say you say, well, that's just too high for me. I'm going to wait until rates go down an entire percentage, and you're waiting for 5.75. Well, at that 10% down, at 5.75 on a $600,000 home, your payment is going to be about $36.29. It's still not a massive savings.
It's a $351 difference from the 6.75 to the 5.75. So how long are you going to wait to get to that point if we ever get to rates in the fives again?
Right.
And let's look at the cost of waiting right now.
Absolutely. So you've saved $350 a month, roughly, let's say.
Yeah. But realistically, if you're going to wait for rates to go down to 5.75, that could take a couple of years.
Right.
But if you were just to wait a year to see what happens with rates, to save maybe $177 a month, because that's going to go from 675 to 625. Right now, sellers are kind of sitting on the market right now. We track everything in MLS, and we're showing that there's a list price to sales price ratio, which means that sellers are actually negotiating a certain percentage off the sales price. And right now, that average in that price range is 2%. So that's $12,000.
Right, that you could save immediately just by making an offer and getting that savings off of the purchase price of the home.
Yeah.
We're also seeing that a lot of sellers are giving concessions.
Actually, 58% of sellers in that price range are giving concessions to buyers at an average of $10,250.
Right, so that's now an additional savings that you've got besides the price of the house coming down. You've got concessions that's keeping cash directly in your pocket as a buyer.
In addition to waiting for that year, you're going to lose 1 year's worth of appreciation. And right now in Phoenix, an average appreciation, annual appreciation is about 4%. So 4% on a $600,000 house is about $2,500.
So when you add that all up, you're roughly at about $25,000 that you would have saved if you bought a home.
At today's interest rate is 6.75, right? Which we know is a big number. But wait, you also have to live somewhere, right? So if you have to rent a house, this house in Chandler is going to cost you $3,000 a month rent. So there's $36,000 of rent that you're throwing out the window.
Exactly.
You add the $36,000 plus the $25,000. That's a lot of money that you're giving up waiting for rates to go down a half a point.
Absolutely. And again, we know $300 a month or $180 a month, it all adds up. But when you look at it over time, you could be building wealth that entire time, and you're going to have a lot more money in your pocket than the savings that you're going to see by waiting and staying a renter.
You said savings. It is basically a forced savings. I know making that payment is not easy. We understand it, but rents have gone up quite a bit as well. So if you can swing it, scrape up together that down payment and those closing costs, it makes a lot of sense to be purchasing right now, especially with the sellers out there that are giving those concessions.
Right. It is a good time to buy. You have the power, and as we always are saying, it's all about timing in real estate, so don't wait until everybody's buying, because that's a seller's market.
Everybody's doing the same thing. They're waiting for rates to go down. So what happens when rates go down to 6 or even 5.75? Everyone's going to jump in, inventory will go down, and prices will go up.
Yep, it's going to become very competitive. But right now, you've got a lot of buying power. So if you have any questions about this, you'd like us to actually run numbers on your price point specifically, just reach out. We're always here to help and be your consultants in all things real estate.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that button. We've got lots of videos that come out on our YouTube channel. We'd love to teach you more about the market.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.